Hi YouTube, welcome to my boiler room. I'm. We've had a lovely day today, but it's one of those days where as soon as you open the window, you know you live in the countryside. They've been spreading manure, and the smell is noticeable. Today I thought I'd report back about my pipe carving. I'm making progress, but I've been arguing with myself whether to show you the result or not, because I know there are some good pipe carvers out there, and I'm not one of them. For me, this pipe carving that I've begun is just just another dimension of the mindfulness I find in pipe smoking. I enjoy doing it. I like being creative, even though I'm not very skillful. I still enjoy it, and it's one of those things where I can allow myself to be poor at something or make mistakes, because I've got no expectations at all. It's a bit like with my sewing. Not sewing like that. Sewing with a needle and thread. I buy almost all my clothes at charity shops or thrift stores, and they often need adjusting before I can wear them. So I've learned how to cope with a needle and thread or a sewing machine. Yeah. In the beginning, I asked my mother-in-law to help me, but there's only that many times you can ask your mother-in-law to help you adjust a pair of pants or a jacket. And for me, working with the clothes, it's okay to make mistakes. That's okay. And it's the same with the pipe making. I noticed it's okay if I make mistakes. It doesn't really matter. And I showed you a piece of ash I wanted to start with, and I was carving away with it, and the carving was going quite slow, so I decided to use a chisel to get some more wood off quicker, and I got a little too much wood off it, and I think the bottom of the bowl is a bit thin. So first I was about to trash the pipe, or what was meant to be a pipe, but then I decided I'll keep on working it and see where I end up. But I also wanted to make something that make a pipe where I thought the result would be smokable in the end. So I took a piece of apple wood that I had lying around and started to carve on that. So at the moment I've actually got two pipes in the pipeline, and I thought I'd show you them. Here's the ash one. It's not very straight, and it's huge, and the proportions are well, not very proportional, but yeah, it's my first go, and I made it all the way. I haven't made the stem. I bought the stem, but I cut the tree that I took the piece of wood from, so I've worked the pipe from the beginning. And the apple looks like this. I'll show you just the head. And I tried coloring it. Since it's apple wood, I thought I'd color it red, like an apple, but I can't really seem to get the color to stick. And I'm using shoe shine as a color. I read somewhere that you could color wood with it, but it doesn't really stick. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But with the apple one, I didn't really have a matching stem. When I tried, the bowl is really big, you can't see it, but I tried to make the bowl rectangular in the beginning, but then I changed my mind, and in the process of making a rectangular bowl, a round one, I ended up with a huge bowl, and the whole pipe is quite big, and I only had a small stem, and I suppose it's smokable like that. It'll work as a pipe, but I think it looks a bit ridiculous. It's big bowl, small stem. So I'll use the lighter. And I didn't really feel I had the skill to do anything about it. I've seen pipes where there's been a separate wooden piece between the pipe and the stem, but I felt I didn't have the skill to do that. But then I changed my mind. I thought I'd give it a try. So I got a piece of cherry and I made it so it will fit. And it fits with the mouthpiece as well. The only problem now is that the angle is a bit awkward if I were to smoke it, which I will eventually. But then I remembered I've got an old Peterson pipe, a system pipe lying around that I don't use. It's too small. It's one of those small Petersons, and I like bigger pipes with bigger bowls. So I got that one. And with that, I think the smoking angle is better. I think it'll actually work. So what's left to do now is to I'll see what I can do about the color, and then I've got wax to put on, but after that I'll try smoking it. So hopefully sometime next week. Well, it doesn't stand out. And I've really enjoyed working on the pipes, and that's why I've made quite a lot of progress. In a short time, and they're not beautiful pipes, but as long as they are smokable, and hopefully I'll get at least one smoke out of the ash one before I burn through the bottom of it. So that's I think that's what I wanted to show you tonight. That I'm making progress with my pipes. I'm enjoying it. It's part of my mindful experience with piping. It's a more active mindfulness than the one I have when I sit and just smoke my pipe. I usually sit down in the evening before I go to bed and smoke, and I often sit more than an hour with my pipe, and it does wonders for me, really wonders. Both with my sleeping, I've stopped taking sleeping pills, but also with my general attitude towards life, and yeah, the pipe has been very good for me so far. I'm not sure that my physician agrees, but my therapist does anyway. And yeah, it's been really good to me, and I'm really glad I picked it up. So I'll stop here and maybe I'll shoot some pictures of the pipes close up so you can see them a bit better, or not, if you choose to. But thanks for watching, take care, see you.